Hello! In this episode, we would like to show you our latest in-house tool, the Unisystem Product Configurator. It is designed to support customers in selecting displays that best match the requirements of a specific project. Whether you are still at the concept stage or already narrowing down your options, the configurator guides you more efficiently from application needs to specific products. Let's imagine we're working on a self-checkout kiosk. For this application, we need an LCD TFT with a screen size of around 12 to 14 inches. The device is intended for indoor use, so at this stage we're not assuming any special environmental requirements related to contamination, direct sunlight, or extreme temperatures. The configurator offers two main workflows, Standard and Expert. In both cases, the goal is to generate a list of products that best match the requirements of a given application, with the selection based on the options chosen throughout the configurator. The first step is Application, where we define the use case. In our case, we select the Retail Systems, POS, and Vending category, as the device is intended for a POS application. The second step is defining the operating environment. Since the device will be located indoors, we select the Indoor option. This is an important step because the working environment helps narrow down suitable solutions, particularly in terms of brightness and operating temperature range. The third step concerns display size. In the configurator, this can be defined in two ways, by screen diagonal size in inches or by the module external dimensions in millimeters. At each step, users can also access additional information related to the currently selected criterion. Let's take display size as an example. Clicking Learn More opens a section with guidance on both methods of defining display size, along with practical tips on when each one is most useful. Now, let's return to our configuration. We know the approximate size range, but we don't want to narrow the selection down to one specific option just yet. So first, in Select Size Range, we choose the 10 to 20 inch range. Then, in Refine Your Selection, we narrow it down further by selecting 12.1, 13.3, and 14.0 inches. There is also an option below to enter a custom dimension manually, but in this case, we don't use it. The fourth step is selecting the touch technology. In the case of a self-checkout kiosk, a touchscreen is essential, so we exclude solutions without a touch panel. In applications like this, both capacitive and resistive technologies may be considered. The choice between them often depends not only on the interaction method, but also on factors such as aesthetics, mechanical durability, and project budget. At this stage, however, we don't want to commit to one specific technology yet, although we do know that we need a ready-to-integrate solution equipped with a touch panel. That is why we select both capacitive touch panel and resistive touch panel. The fifth step concerns communication. In other words, how the display interfaces with the host system. This is one of the more technical aspects, but in standard mode, we simplify it into clear, easy-to-follow categories. Let's assume that our self-checkout kiosk uses a carrier board and a system-on module, while the display itself serves as the operator interface. In this case, it makes sense to consider both plug-and-play as well as embedded solutions. We should mark both options at this stage, as this keeps both integration paths open for further analysis. The final step concerns the mounting method. Here, we can choose between solutions with a mounting frame, without a mounting frame, and with housing. At this stage, the mounting method hasn't yet been fully defined, so we can use the I'm not sure option. It is also available in other steps of the configurator, allowing us to skip a given criterion until a final decision is made. At this point, we've already defined all the key assumptions. Clicking Show Matching Products takes us to the results page. In this case, the configurator returns a list of 9 products. For each of them, we can download a datasheet, open the product page on the Unisystem website, add it to comparison, and quickly review its basic parameters. Now let's take a closer look at the comparison function. To evaluate the differences between similar models, let's add the first 3 products to comparison and click Compare Now. As we can see, the selected models are quite similar, with the main differences relating to brightness and touch panel type. This kind of comparison makes it much easier to assess which option best matches the requirements of a specific application. If we want to check the price and availability of selected models, we can add them to a quote request. In our example, these products are available on request, so the next step is to contact the sales team. After clicking Add to Quote, the selected models are transferred to the form on the right-hand side. At the end, all that remains is to fill in the contact form. We enter an email address and, optionally, a phone number. We can also specify the preferred language of contact and add any extra information that may help tailor the offer to the project. Once the request has been submitted, our team will contact you within a maximum of 48 hours. We hope that our configurator will serve as a practical tool for choosing the solution that best fits the needs of your application. You will find the link to the configurator in the description. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.